many of us, over the past year, our only regular glimpse into the homes of others has been the view afforded through a screen in video calls. Some people have even ordered ready-made shelves of books in order to have an impressive or scholarly backdrop. In the Georgian era, when it was customary to pay a brief call on neighbours or a new acquaintance, there was a similar emphasis on the necessity of creating a tasteful and fashionable backdrop that would impress any visitors to your home, no matter how brief the visit. It was customary to pay a brief call on neighbours or on a new acquaintance in the Georgian era, and a rigorous system of etiquette shaped these occasions. Upon arriving in the neighbourhood, calling cards were essential for any well-bred gentleman or lady. Typically, in town, a potential visitor might remain in her carriage as her card was presented to the lady of the house, who would then consider whether to admit her. A corresponding card might have been issued in return. Otherwise, it was a signal that the acquaintance would not progress. At-home days was the term given to when those calls should be made, and it was respectable to return calls to visitors and neighbours who had left cards. For the wealthy, cards were displayed on a silver platter in the hall, with the most impressive names and their reasons for calling folded upright and left on display. In Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Bennett must call upon Mr. Bingley so that the families can start to develop an acquaintance. The Bennett ladies wait impatiently for their father to relate the details of Bingley's elegant household. The visit must be reciprocated before they can visit Netherfield, and this time also call on the ladies of the household. Occasional Bath resident Francis Burney, whose novels influenced Austen, wrote how this perpetual round of constrained civilities is most provoking. However, she and her fellow Georgians understood the true value these visits held. In a genteel society, visiting others and having them visit in return was a key part of establishing how well accomplished or travelled you were. It became fashionable to have a cabinet of curios from a grand tour or full of fossils from Lyme Regis. Furniture makers and gallery owners would loan out objects to high-profile clients, such as the Byron family when they took a house for the season, in order to raise their profile and the likelihood of further commissions. Mr. Bingley, only a tenant of Netherfield, would have made use of these services in his desire to demonstrate to visitors that his establishment was one of impeccable taste and respectability. Both the people and the objects of interest assembled in these rooms during fashionable visiting hours provided conversation, entertainment, and the opportunity to make new acquaintances and renew friendships. The opportunity to share our own homes and new mementos of trips out is something we are also looking forward to in the months ahead.